You will not believe what just got confirmed. And if you miss even a second of this update, you might miss the biggest currency shift of 2025. So before we dive deeper into the breaking revelation about the approval of the 50K Iraqi Dinar notes and the shocking new exchange value projections, make sure you stay till the end because every detail I'm about to share could directly impact how you view the Iraqi Dinar revaluation going forward. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss these real-time currency updates. Now, let's get into the story that has completely reshaped the global currency conversation over the last 48 hours, because the approval of the 50K Dinar notes isn't just a random monetary movement, it's a strategic signal from Iraq's financial policymakers who are preparing for a recalibrated exchange system ahead of major economic restructuring. The very fact that the Central Bank of Iraq has pushed forward these higher denomination notes tells us several important things. First, it signals Iraq's intention to streamline large-scale domestic transactions. Second, it may reflect preparations for new liquidity management strategies. And third, it suggests that Iraq is setting the internal framework for future currency stability before external exchange rate changes are introduced. Many experts believe that the introduction or reapproval of larger notes often indicates that a nation is restructuring its financial base before making shifts in the market rate or official exchange value, and this aligns with Iraq's 2025 economic agenda, which is heavily centered around attracting foreign investors, expanding oil-driven GDP forecasts, and boosting trade with regional partners. When we talk about potential new exchange value updates, analysts are pointing toward increased speculation because Iraq's foreign reserves have strengthened significantly, their inflation has remained relatively controlled, and ongoing reforms in banking digitization are making their financial system more transparent and more efficient than it has been in over a decade. The new data coming out of Baghdad suggests that Iraq is attempting to position itself as a competitive player in the foreign exchange arena, especially as global currencies continue to experience volatility connected to geopolitical tensions and energy market fluctuations. The RV conversation has intensified not because of online rumors, but because the core economic indicators inside Iraq are showing real measurable progress that wasn't present 5 or 10 years ago. The country has been clearing international debts, strengthening ties with the IMF, and adopting anti-corruption frameworks aimed at stabilizing cash flow channels inside both public and private sectors. All of this creates a foundation that could support a revaluation or a structured rate adjustment. Whether the RV happens suddenly or gradually, it's becoming undeniable that Iraq is moving toward a stronger currency position, and the approval of the 50K note is a puzzle piece that fits into a much larger picture. So stay focused because this story is only getting more intense. Now, let's move deeper into what the massive new exchange value update actually means, why economists are paying close attention, and how these developments could potentially influence global forex trading and international investment behavior. As we look at the 2025 trajectory, financial experts are closely monitoring Iraq's monetary policy adjustments because the central bank is coordinating several major changes at the same time, stabilizing the dinar, increasing foreign currency reserves, expanding oil revenue diversification, and implementing new verification methods to prevent currency smuggling and illicit transfers. These changes might seem technical on the surface, but collectively, they create a more stable environment where future revaluation becomes more realistic and mathematically supported. One of the core elements in this new exchange value discussion is the strengthening of Iraq's asset-backed financial positions. Iraq's proven oil reserves continue to rank among the highest in the world, and as global oil prices maintain upward pressure, Iraq's revenue stream becomes more predictable. A predictable revenue stream strengthens currency confidence, and stronger currency confidence increases the probability of exchange rate adjustments that lean toward the positive side. Analysts also point to Iraq's evolving banking infrastructure, which is now adopting digital verification systems and cross-border settlement tools that align with international standards. This is important because before a nation can globally revalue or reposition its currency, its banking system must be transparent, trackable, and compliant with global AML regulations. These upgrades show that Iraq is not just patching problems, it's modernizing. The approval of the 50K Dinar note may also be connected to internal liquidity restructuring, where the government aims to maintain a balance between cash flow availability and inflation control. Large denomination notes make certain government-level transactions more efficient, especially in sectors such as oil operations, trade financing, and infrastructure development. The new exchange value update being discussed among economists ranges from moderate adjustments to full revaluation scenarios, depending on how the global economic climate evolves over the next quarter. Some analysts believe that if Iraq finalizes its remaining economic reforms, restricts currency manipulation networks, and continues building foreign reserves, then the dinar could experience a significant upward repricing. Meanwhile, forex traders are monitoring shifts in USD/IQD spreads to detect early patterns that could signal future rate movements. While no government has confirmed a sudden revaluation, the indicators pointing towards structural readiness are becoming hard to ignore. Iraq's leadership continues to express confidence in restoring the dinar's purchasing power, and each policy action taken in the past months supports that narrative. If these trends continue through 2025, we may witness groundbreaking currency transitions that reshape investment opportunities for millions of people worldwide who watch the Iraqi dinar market closely. As we move into the final stage of this report, it's important to examine how these developments could impact ordinary investors, global markets, and long-term dinar holders who have been waiting for years for clear signals. The approval of the 50K note and the massive new exchange value update are more than just headlines. They are indicators of Iraq taking assertive steps toward economic rebirth. With the government's focus shifting toward macroeconomic stability, infrastructure rebuilding, and foreign investment attraction, Iraq is positioning itself as a future regional economic hub. As these reforms strengthen the nation's financial integrity, the international community begins viewing Iraq not as an unstable marketplace, but as a recovering economy with measurable upward potential. For investors, this shifting perception is crucial because a currency's value is heavily influenced by global confidence. If Iraq continues improving transparency, strengthening banking compliance, and boosting oil revenue management, the dinar's valuation could see significant changes. Some experts predict that continued growth in foreign exchange reserves could allow Iraq to gradually introduce value adjustments in a controlled manner. Others believe Iraq may be preparing for a larger monetary restructuring process that involves recalibrating local liquidity, tightening foreign currency accessibility, and creating a more balanced exchange environment. Meanwhile, global forex markets are tracking these movements closely because any shift in Iraq's currency strategy can impact Middle Eastern trade routes, import agreements, and regional dollar dynamics. The potential for an RV, or any form of revaluation, cannot be dismissed because of how consistently Iraq's economic indicators are improving. The rise of digital banking access for citizens, new anti-fraud verification systems, and government-led economic diversification programs all feed into the broader narrative that Iraq is preparing for a stronger currency identity. For everyday viewers watching this video, the most important thing is staying informed, staying updated, and understanding that these changes are unfolding step by step. Nothing in the financial world happens overnight, but consistent progress is the strongest signal of coming transformation. And as long as Iraq continues executing its development roadmap, the potential for major exchange rate improvements remains on the table. Iraq wants to elevate its currency, strengthen its economy, and present itself as a rising economic competitor in the global arena. The approval of the 50K Dinar note and the new exchange value signals are only the beginning. If you want the latest, most accurate, and most timely updates as soon as they break, make sure you stay connected right here, because we will continue uncovering every new detail that shapes the future of the Iraqi dinar.